Considering the boundaries of the Mongol Empire, how they accommodated themselves so fast to deserts, rainforests, in contrast to harsh, cold grasslands. Environment has no effect on conquest for Mongols. Well, that's the thing about the Mongols. They adapted very, very quickly. They were accustomed to a very harsh, cold climate. They were accustomed to the deserts as well. There is this great Gobi Desert between Mongolia and China. And parts of Mongolia are very arid, very dry, even though they are very cold. So it's like a desert. So they were accustomed to a great deal of hardship. So going into a hotter environment was not a big deal for them. It was just another form of hardship. And they had this tight, intense military discipline at all times. So it was not difficult for them to to adapt to different climates. So, for example, when they went to Central Asia, it was a different climate. When they went to Iran, it was a different climate. The south of China had a very different climate, especially Yunnan and all that. And they tried invading Japan, which they failed. They tried invading. So the invasion of Japan was under Kublai Khan, the first official emperor of the Chinese Yuan dynasty. Kublai Khan was the grandson of Genghis Khan. So they were very adaptable. They were accustomed to great deal of hardships, which is why they adapted so fast. And like I said earlier, they were always ready to accept new technologies. So one of the criticisms I find on my Genghis Khan video by certain people is that the real reason they did not invade India was because it was too hot, and because the more humid climate of India was deleterious to the weapons that they had, the essentially especially the bow that they used. The thing is that the Turks, who also came from a cold climate, were able to invade India without any problem, and they were able to adapt to the hotter and more humid environment of India. So why would the Mongols not be able to do that? The Mongols were a far superior fighting force than the Turks ever were. So this argument absolutely holds no merit at all. The Mongols were able and they were capable of invading and conquering any kind of country, any kind of terrain, any kind of climate, environment, like you said, actually really did not have any effect on the conquest for Mongols. Genghis Khan's grandsons were able to conquer the hot, arid deserts of the Islamic world. They went all the way to Egypt. So they were an incredible fighting force, and the environment did not have any effect on their conquests.